Right, so one of my regular commentators or commenters on my YouTube channel, I think it's Sean BZA, I'm assuming your name's Sean, mentioned that if I had enough I should probably do 2 lots of insulation on the roof section. At the time I didn't think I had enough, and I'd already put up these 2 sections, but when I came out today I realised I had more left than I thought. So what I did was just cut a length, and I've fed it through that way and then laid it across the ceiling and just taped it in place until, you know, this board went on. So I've gone down 1, 2, 3, 6 sections all running across the shed, and so we now have a double layer of the foil in the roof, and I had 1 piece left, and what I've done here is this is a south facing wall. The sun, there's fencing beyond this, as you may recall from one of the other videos I did. So I've just added the last section onto the top here as a double layer just at the top, hopefully just to keep the stronger sun you know, from heating up the sides. Well, only time will tell, I guess. I mean, the workshop there has got very little in the way of insulation. I certainly didn't have the money or time to do anything as posh as this 15 years ago. So we'll see what difference it makes. I'm hoping a lot, but you know, who knows? There are no opening windows, unfortunately, which may have helped. On the other hand, you don't really, from a security point of view, want easily openable windows from the outside that you might have left open all night. Not that anyone's going anywhere with the equipment that will be in here. Plus we have a monitored ADT alarm, and what I'll do here is fit, or get the engineer to fit, a door opening sensor and one of the Dual-Tech PIRs, which will just sit up there hopefully and monitor the whole front, plus the cameras that are already on it down the side there, and another one up there. Those cameras all over the place. So from a security point of view, can't really do much more than that, apart from having a German Shepherd camped out in the garden. So that's where we are. I've finished that side, and yeah, there's a few gaps and mismeasurements, but it's not going to matter because I will just get some thin strips of wood and just screw it to the battens, and a bit of glue and screws all the way up to the top and then all the way down the other side, just to neaten it up. And I'll probably do the same with that joint when it's done. This side probably isn't going to need too much done to it. As you can see there, one panel is going to go above the window, so it will be cut down to a window wood height, and that will go all the way across. There'll need to be a piece here, and then probably another separate piece here, and then just cut in one piece from there across. We've got quite a lot of cut off pieces, probably that one bit at the back there will do some of the side there. The thinner strips possibly are wide enough to do this bit. Yeah, hopefully. And that, oh bugger, I didn't put any bloody, you feckin' moron. I didn't put any of the foil on there. I'm going to have to go and raid the bin, see if there's any offcuts that will do that. How did I forget that? Oh dear. If not, I'll have to trim that one down a bit. Hopefully I can staple some offcuts on there. Anyway, so roof done, one light up. Run out of time I think today, but the next stage will be to do both ends because they're nice and easy. And then we'll get down to the, and this one's going to be pretty easy, and this one and then we'll have to get to the fiddly bits up the top. So yeah, there we go. Right, so that is well, I guess day 2. Roof done, and that end's done, that one's done, that's done. Just marked the one out for here, and then, well, the 2 end ones will be easy. That's pretty much going to be straight lines, hopefully. Yeah, the uncut end will just sit on here, and then the cut end will go on there. There's not much room for error there, but we can, if we get the measurements right, we can just tuck it in there. If it needs a little gentle persuasion, that will be fine. We can also brad it into that bit, the uprights obviously. So yeah, I think we're okay, not looking too bad. We'll definitely get some strips of wood, maybe I don't know, 4 inches wide, ½ inch deep, and just trim this up. I'm even thinking of priming it and painting it. We'll probably use some corner pieces, perhaps glued into place, possibly even that battening, because I've got 6 lengths of that. They might look alright tucked up in the corners. May even be able to use them as part of a workbench solution. I am thinking that actually we might be able to build a frame quite cheaply when that's at £3.50. If I can get a cheap 3, or I don't know whether they do a 4 metre works. Actually probably 3 would be plenty, because the laser, CO2 laser's got to go probably at one end with a vent through. Yeah, and I need to be able to pull it out and get down the side of it. So we'll have to do some measuring, but I might actually make a corner L-shape bench up, possibly. Then we'll have room for storage this side, storage there. I suppose it would be possible to put some shelving bits up. So yeah, there we go. Day 2, getting there.